ICE is designing smart glasses, and they're going to deploy them in 2027. We know this because there was a line item in their budget for $7.5 million dollars for research and development. And one of the specific things that they mentioned was the development of new smart glasses. Now, there was reports back, I think in March, of them actually using Meta Facebook glasses. Now, this was for personal use. It wasn't like as a enforcement mechanism. Currently, they have two main pieces of tech for enforcement mechanisms. The first one is their cell phones with Mobile Fortify. So these are cell phones that they are issued with protective cases. They're not very expensive, but the software on them is very, very useful. Mobile Fortify allows them to point their cell phone cameras at anybody and instantly check and see if that face matches with somebody else's face that has a removal order or some type of criminal background and is also deportable. So that's their first piece of tech that they already have implemented. The idea is that these glasses will maybe replace that piece of tech. I don't actually think that's going to happen because cell phones are very cheap and they're protected with very efficient covers. Glasses are more expensive. And in the event that the person resists an arrest, they could be dropped, they could be broken. I actually don't think that they're going to be used on a daily basis the way Mobile Fortify is already being used. Now, another piece of tech that ICE uses is their body cameras. Now, technically, all ICE agents are supposed to have body cameras, but they don't have enough of them yet. Those body cameras aren't installed with some fancy software that will identify people. All that really does is it creates evidence for either an immigration judge to remove the person. If, say, you say that you're a foreign national and it gets recorded on the body camera, that goes to the immigration judge, and now there's evidence for your removal. Or it can be used in federal criminal court if you're like a protester and they need to show that you actually obstructed justice and now they have footage of it. So that's the purpose of the body cam as far as an ICE officer is concerned. Now, I do think that the glasses will serve a very small niche component in their operations. And that is when they're trying to deport somebody early in the morning by going to the person's house. So usually a ICE officer will show up at like 5 in the morning, waiting for the person to come out of the house, and then with using a photo that they have of the person, identify them and arrest them. If they're going to use a cell phone right now and they point it at them, then they'll be telling the person that they're there and the person could run away. But if they have the smart glasses, it allows them to stay undercover because the glasses would be inconspicuous and they could successfully target the person. But if they actually do this, then they might lose a big deportation pool because a lot of their arrests are collateral arrests. They basically go up to the wrong person when they're trying to deport somebody early in the morning. And if it turns out that that person is also undocumented, that becomes a collateral arrest and they have an extra deportation. If the glasses successfully identify the person they're going to deport, then they lose that extra deportation. So it might end up hurting them in the end. Now, if you want to see the sources and you want to read the article, go to The Migration on Substack.